Hello everyone, just doing a little update here video on the 2016 Triumph Street Triple RX Anniversary Edition. It's been a while since I've uploaded a video on the bike, and just kind of want to give a more or less a update and how I'm enjoying it so far. So I've had the bike here for just about a year and a half here now, and since I've few things I've done to it, I guess. When I bought it from Argyle Motorsports here in Edmonton, Alberta, it came factory with the Aero exhaust and an Aero tune. The Aero tune is still on the bike. I did sell the Aero exhaust that was on it, and I basically just want to open up the bike, the exhaust, and just enjoy riding it more with a louder exhaust. So I went with the Competition Werkes titanium slip-on exhaust. I am running it without the baffle in it right now. I do have the baffle for it. I think the baffle is about $40 or $50. So this is what it looks like here. It's just held in by three Allen key bolts, which look like that. So three of those, I believe they're either a 6 mil or a 7. So that's that. So with the Competition Werkes exhaust on the triple engine, honestly, it sounds so good. With the baffle in it, it is able to ride in the street without it being too obnoxious. If it's colder temperatures like it is now here in Alberta in October, without a baffle, it's basically like a Moto2 GP exhaust. If you're feeling like you want to ride in a bit of a more rowdy state of riding, I guess. So it's definitely a lot louder, and just gotta be more aware of that, I guess. So other than that, the only really other thing that I've done to it is there's a guy here in Edmonton, Alberta. His name is Neil Carlson, and I actually had him set the bike suspension up for track / street riding. So he had the rear shock adjusted and set up. We set the sag and all of the rebound and compression, as the suspension on this bike is fully adjustable. So had that all set up, and I highly recommend that to anyone who is buying a motorcycle. Get it set up to your weight and your type of riding. It makes the bike so much better for just any kind of riding in general. The only other thing that I did with that is the handlebars, I loosened them and I rotated them forward towards me, just to change how I feel comfortable with where my arms are reaching and whatnot. And yeah, overall, I love the bike. Don't really have any intentions of selling it or upgrading it at this point. I have topped the bike out at top speed as 264 kilometers an hour, but 675cc is plentiful. It's more than enough that you need for the track riding, and if you want to go out with your buddies on the street and have some fun and whatnot. Love the sound of the bike. I love the response. Really, honestly, no complaints at all owning a Triumph Street Triple. Yeah, it checks off pretty much all of my needs and wants. As for like maintenance stuff, I'm actually just hit 15,000 not too long ago, so just under 4,000 a bit. 20K is when the major service is for this bike. Every 20,000 K, I believe, is for your valve adjustment. So with being a mechanic, I'm going to do the valves and the spark plugs and the engine air filter myself. So I might even tackle it over winter here, so then it's good to go in the spring and I don't have to have the bike down during the spring / summer months, more or less. So also save on costs. I believe the 20K service on these bikes is anywhere between 1,100 and 1,500 Canadian. So if I can do it myself and save that money, which can go into maybe some more performance parts on the bike, then I will. And yeah, that's kind of that. The only thing I've done this year, the tires that came on it were the Pirelli Corsa Diablo 2s. I ran those down to the cords on my last track days, so I am going with Bridgestone tires this year just because they had them in stock local. So I'm running the Bridgestone S22 rears. Pretty good tire overall. The only con I would say about this tire over the Pirellis is there's not as much lean angle. They're more of a, I guess you could say more of an oval tire. You know, the Pirelli Diablos are more narrow, so you get faster turn-in response. Other than that, I love these tires. They're priced pretty good, local. I'm running the S22 in the rear and the S21 in the front. They didn't have the 22s in stock, so there's not really much of a difference from the S21 and S22 tire technology, I guess. They're pretty much the same, honestly. And yeah, other than that, I did do a coolant flush on it about a month ago, and Triumph had a bulletin for a new updated coolant that they are using, which is this here. So it's like a pinkish orange coolant. So I did a full flush, and I'm running this in it now, which is recommended from factory. So yeah, did that. And then for oil, I typically run Motul oil in my bike. I have ever since I've purchased it. And I run 10W40 Motul 4-stroke motor oil, which is recommended for it. So a bit pricey oil, but I like to run good quality oil on my bike, especially if I'm doing a track day or riding it hard more or less. It just kind of helps with the longevity of the engine and cleaning the engine as well. So yeah, I will start it up here. I already ran it, so it's already warm. I'm going to probably open the garage door because I have no baffle in it right now and it's quite loud. So just hang on here for a second. I'll start it up. So I'll probably quit doing that. I don't want to annoy the neighbors too much, but yeah, this is just kind of a brief update on the 2016 Triumph Street Triple RX Anniversary Edition, and hopefully next year I'm going to try to either get a Insta360 or a GoPro of some sort. I did buy a helmet mount, so I can maybe try doing some moto vlogs and maybe a track day update for a video for you guys. So if you liked the video or if you want any more requests on the bike, leave a comment below. And yeah, thanks a lot. Have a good one.